Mrs. Levi is arranging between Mr. Horace Vandegelder, the well-known Yonkers half-millionaire, and my employer and friend, Mrs. Irene Malloy. Although if you ask me, he could never take the place of his late husband, Mr. Peter Malloy. May he rest in peace. Wherever he is, I'm not sure. He was a caution, you know. Oh, it's all too much with late husbands and new marriages, and on top of all of that, Miss Mortimer returning this hat for the 3rd time. Same old story. She wants more cherries and feathers, to catch a beau, I suppose. Although if you ask me, she'd do better with a nice heavy veil. I told her ribbons down our back is what we'll be wearing this summer if you want to catch a gentleman's eye, but she'll have none of it. Cherries and feathers she wants on today of all days, when that poor, dear, sweet Mrs. Malloy has enough on her mind for the marriage she wants, Minnie. As I was saying, Mrs. Malloy, I could bite out my tongue for the things I've said and the things I'm going to say, but as long as I've gone this far, I might as well go the whole way. Mrs. Malloy, why?
Oh, say it, Minnie. Why have I decided to marry Horace Vandegelder?
Oh, Mrs. Malloy, I didn't ask you that. I'd rather die on the rack than ask you such a personal question. But as long as you did bring it up.
I'm marrying Horace Vandegelder for one reason and one reason alone. To get away from the millinery business. I hate hats.
Oh, Mrs. Malloy.
And I no longer stand being suspected of being a wicked woman with nothing to show for it.
Oh, Mrs. Malloy.
Oh, don't protest, Minnie. All milliners are suspected of being wicked women. That's why I can't go into restaurants or balls or theaters. Oh, that's all the proof they need. Take my word for it, Minnie. Either I marry Horace Vandegelder or I break out of this place like a fire engine. Oh, no, not Miss Mortimer again.
Miss Mortimer, I'll take care of it.
No, Minnie, leave it be. You can make another hat for Miss Mortimer if you like, but I'm wearing this one myself.
Oh, Mrs. Malloy! You can't. You're a widow. And that hat, it's provocative. That's what.
Is it, Minnie? Well, who knows who might walk into the shop today? And provocative may be just what I want to be.
Oh, Mrs. Malloy.
And
about to ask, but I'll ask it anyhow. Do you love Horace Van de Gelder?
Oh, no, Minnie, I don't. Peter Malloy, God rest him, was my share of love. And I'm not saying I was shortchanged. Once is enough for a woman, as long as it's true love. Oh, and it was that. Minnie, look. There's two men staring at the shop.
Men?
Why, I do believe they mean to come in here.
Men? In the shop? What shall we do?
Do? Why, flirt with them, of course.
I'll give you the one in the cap. Oh, Mrs. Malloy, you and all your talk of love.
Love enough I can, Minnie. It's a bit of adventure I could do with now. We'll get them all heated up, then drop them cold. Oh, it'll be good practice for married life. Now, let's go into the workroom, Minnie. I know some ways we can perk up our appearances. Besides, a bit of a wait will only make them more nervous and easier
If
for
you say vampire, I'll scream.
vampire. And so, I'll try to make it easier to find me in the stillness of July, because a breeze might stir a rainbow up behind me that might happen to catch the gentleman's eye. Oh, Minnie, we'll get in